Evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running.
Big chance! One-on-one! Ferdinand, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rooney. It's Rooney! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Now it's Bale. The ball has bounced loose now. Nedved does well to get it back. Decent progress down the left. That has ended up in no man's land. And the counter is on. And it's Rooney. He's got plenty of... Goes for the shot! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Up towards the front line.
Quality ball. That's a cute ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
England clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's onside. Now it's goes for goal. Ambitious, but just off target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. England leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Bale. De Jong is always looking to break lines. Rooney going face-to-face with his great rival. Thuram kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily. Nedved. Van der Sar claims comfortably. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pirlo. Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now Pirlo. Rooney. And it's Pirlo. Opts for safety. Thuram. Vieira. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Brilliantly cut out. De Jong. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Araujo. Rummenigge is herring after that one. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Pirlo. Rooney. To Messi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Nedved. Pirlo. Nedved. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vieira. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
England really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
De Jong. Nedved. Great ball, and he's in here. The ball's gone astray. Aimed beyond the defence, and that's been drilled in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Messi, looking understandably energised after his goal. And it's Messi. Pirlo. And it's Vieira. And that's a good ball. Oh, he's real chance! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
England happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
England definitely want to carry on in a similar manner.
Oh, what a mistake! He's gone direct here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Milan looking to pass their way through. Luis Suarez! He can get that clear. No, that's been intercepted. Time and again they are repelled. Vieira. Thuram. Son Heung-min. Here's Nedved. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
He is just caressing the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Son, he rises! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Nedved gets a foot in here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
He's in space and looking for options. Lovely feet.
Oh, great feet, that.
Oh, that's nice.
England couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Son Heung-min could try cutting inside here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Over to the left, played back in. Rooney. Nicely aimed pass. Nedved goes steaming forward. Skims one in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Threads one in, well read, and the danger is averted. Bale. Shot, it's Rooney!
Milan really are showing all the necessary...
Rooney! And the lead stays intact, just.
Rooney clearly knows that he let himself down there. He'd like another pop at that one, but that's not how it works.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
23, Luis Suarez. Numero 4, Bale. Numero 6, numero 15,
Collar.
Messi.
Distributed
Lasciano il
tidily.
campo per il numero 14, il
A
numero
header!
11, il numero 25.
Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Knocks it into space.
Oh, this is a great position. Shot at goal! That's going to go a long way. De Jong. England still ahead by the game's only goal. Now it's Eto'o. Opts to play it back. Oh, terrible pass.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Neymar looking to penetrate opposition lines. Neymar, that is lovely. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, hang on. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He gets big. In for the pieces. And it's in. Two up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
England could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And that is that. England can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.